What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's midday market recap. My name is Brad, and this is Own the Chaos. I'll get that right one day. Own the Chaos, where we talk about everything over-the-counter stocks, penny stocks specifically, and really this is the only and largest channel that's specifically dedicated to the OTC. So if you've ever been wondering about how OTC stocks work, how to handle the volatility that we experience down here, this is going to be the place for you. So hopefully I earn your subscription and a thumbs up after today's video or even during. And man, guys, you could just throw a dart today. And if you're not green, I don't know what else you got to do to get there. But geez, a whiz, stark difference from last week, right? I mean, last week was slow. It was boring. I had hardly anything to talk about. But damn, this week it's been unbelievable. Gosh, it made me look real good. Stockwatch Sunday, a lot of them are really moving. From the ones that we talked about on Stockwatch Sunday, which you don't know what I'm talking about, I go live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time every Sunday to go over the stocks that I'm watching throughout the week. And gosh, we'll go over a couple of those that I'm watching, that we were watching and now have since moved and gone crazy. LFAP, new 52-week highs. We're going to talk about that one. I'm super excited about it, and as well as a few other ones. Joker, congrats on being the first one here. Andrew, what's going on? Sheila, Trials, good to see you. We Trade HQ admin. Stone Cold, Scooter McGooter, Blade Runner. What's going on, guys? Yeah, LFAP just, man, just unbelievable move. It's been super exciting, just to kind of see, hey, this is what I think is going to happen, and then have it come to fruition. It makes me look real good. Sometimes it doesn't make me look so good. But that is the nature of the beast, right? But when it does, it's like, man, I just felt like I just hit a good one right out of the park. And LFAP did that for me this week so far. So I will take a look at that. And then you just woke up. So Blade Runner Zero is in my morning mentorship group. I was wondering where you were at, man. If you guys are interested in my morning mentorship group, I do go live with a private group from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time, where we kind of go over potential movers in the morning, and then we roll with it and make some serious cash, just like we did today once the market opens. So definitely know what you think about LFAP. So I've already kind of given some of my opinions on that. Stockwatch Sunday, QPRC, yeah, another good one. So we can talk about that. And as per the usual, I'd like to invite you to We Trade HQ. So if you're not familiar with what We Trade HQ is, it's WeTradeHQ.com. This is my platform that I've created with my partner Jake. And gosh, what a wild ride it has been with We Trade HQ and the response that you guys have had with our group. We have over 4,000 members from around the globe learning and celebrating each other's success. And it's not just dedicated to penny stocks. We designed We Trade HQ to fit anybody in any area of the market. So you can go and search your favorite ticker, talk about it amongst your friends, and take advantage of our free trading view charts that we have right on the site as well. So without further ado, LFAP, an unbelievable move. I talked about this really for the last several weeks, specifically on Sunday, about how this is kind of like squeezing down in here and hanging out in this channel. And if it broke out of this channel, we could see a nice little move, and boy, did it not disappoint. It's starting to form a bullish flag pattern here. We go to the 15-minute chart. You can see how it's starting to consolidate here. Might make another move up, but it has now experienced 52-week highs. Lots of our folks got down in here in the 14-cent range, as we identified a really solid support down in there at 14.5 cents-ish. Arguments could have been made for 13 cents, 13.5 cents, but really it's kind of a no-brainer. You're looking at this chart and you can just see how many times it's bounced off of around 14.5 cents and just kind of sustained in that channel. Breaking out there, really exciting thing to see. If you guys don't know anything about LFAP, they are an LGBTQ ETF, the only one that I've really heard of, and just unbelievable move. So interview posted on We Trade HQ. Oh, was it? Okay. I didn't see it. I'll have to go back and look. So thanks for that, Andrew. Appreciate that. So yeah, LFAP, gosh, I can't say any more good stuff about it. There's so many big players on the board of directors, and if you go to OTC markets, you can go under news and find all of that. The latest development on LFAP was the appointment of Maria Navratilova on the board of directors, which I think was a little bit of a lackluster reaction, and maybe people are just finally catching on. I don't know why today is the day, But it was nice to see it break out of that channel nevertheless. And like I said, it looks like it's starting to form maybe a bullish flag pattern here. Really unbelievable move. Super happy about that one, and was just awesome. So today, also this morning, we saw WMTM. Shout out to Once Broke Mama in our mentorship group. She actually sent this one our way after discovering a custodianship back a couple weeks ago when we got in sub penny. It skyrocketed all over 2 cents today. Lots of folks were able to capitalize on that monster move today. And so congratulations to a lot of folks within our group who capitalized on this as well. Just an unbelievable move. Custodianship play that we got into earlier on, and I guess people are just now catching on to it. It's a real low floater. As you can see here, 66 million. Actually, this is pretty out of date. So, but, you know, nevertheless, I mean, even if you just go off of the AS, and I mean, the OS here, I mean, I don't think that the share structure is this far off, just considering how it's moving. But, you know, I would assume that it's somewhere around, you know, this 96 million share range as far as the float's concerned. We can always assume, you know, if you can't figure out what the float actually is, you always want to go aside on the air of caution and just assume the entire OS is the float. So even if it is the entire float, the OS is the entire float, you know, that's still a very small number, and it's moving quite easily. As you can see, it's already up 56%, actually had highs of over 200% today. So really crazy move. People were able to add to this after their initial entries, and just great play all around. Next one's going to be GXXM that we played today. I actually played over the last several days. I can't remember if we talked about this on Stockwatch Sunday or not. I know it was mentioned in maybe some of our other live streams. I think maybe I talked about this a little bit yesterday. And so GXXM, this is moving. I did talk about this yesterday if I remember correctly. So GXXM, again, moving because of the easement of dilution. Looks like if I go to my equity feed scanner real quick and pull up GXXM, we talked about this morning as well. Looking through here, you can see the OTCX sometimes can be a known dilutive market maker. MAXM can be as well. They're way off of the ask price down here lower in the level 2 box. And so usually if they are diluting, you'll see them way up here, right where Citadel is, or CDEL. And, you know, so it doesn't look like they're actively diluting right now, which in and of itself is a positive catalyst. So we experience a lot of dilution in a lot of these stocks down here in the OTC. And so when you see that, you know, kind of get eased off, people get excited about that because it means that the stock could start moving much quicker, much easier, because of that dilution. Isn't, you know, there isn't any shares being dumped on investors, and people like that, you know. So there's a lot of positive movement here on GXXM from 0015 when it was first called out by I Like BB Stock. You know, he's been in this one for the last week or so, and really, you know, an invaluable asset to have in the WeTrade HQ community is I Like BB Stock. He's been awesome, always willing to help people out. So shout out to BB there. Last one I want to touch on, and I'll give a shout out to Jesse. I don't know if you're watching, Jesse, but he brought this to our attention, was BMMJ. This was another one that we got into last week in the 70-cent range, is now starting to inch its way towards $1. I don't know if, let me see, right now, let's check out BMMJ. Yeah, it's up 10% right now, inching towards that $1 mark. This is making some really good moves as well. Looking at the chart here, we got in, you know, in the 70-cent range after Jesse brought it to our attention. It's actually, I think, last Monday, if I'm not mistaken. And so what's going on with BMMJ? Well, I think this is kind of flying under the radar. You know, there's a lot of other, you know, stocks out there, cannabis stocks, CBD stocks, whatever. BMMJ, just going through some of their PRs that they've had out, some of their filings and stuff. They're, you know, a medical company. We could just take another look here. So the medical cannabis company, and they have dispensaries all around. So that's how they're making their money. They got dispensaries now in Arkansas, Nevada, everywhere, and partnering with other companies. And so I think this has just kind of been flying under the radar. Not to say that it's not been moving or anything like that. But just given the price here, I think that this could probably be evaluated somewhere around $3, to be completely honest with you. I'm not saying that it's going to go to $3, but given everything that they have going on and the type of cash that they're bringing in, this could be a major mover going into the future. I think people are finally just starting to catch on with that on BMMJ. So yeah, I mean, it's been a wild ride so far, guys. On we're here Wednesday, a complete difference, from last week, right, where I was struggling to just talk about stuff because there wasn't really anything moving. But that's the nature of the beast. That is the OTC. This is in a nutshell. I mean, one day you got nothing going on. The next day everything's lighting up and you could literally just throw a dart and make some money. So not that I would recommend that, but really, I mean, just looking at my watch lists, everything was green. I was all lighting up like a Christmas tree. Really cool stuff to see. But, yeah, I think Blade Runner, I think I would agree with you that BMMJ could have a really good summer. Definitely would be a longer term type of play, not something that I would probably do a short term swing on. Oh man, I'm just seeing that you hit the sack at 6 a.m. Man, you must have had so you guys don't know Blade Runner, he's actually a truck driver. Had lots of good conversations with him, so must have been a tough journey for you, but glad to see you here this afternoon for sure. Sunday looked like yeah. So, full disclosure, guys, too, I will not be live on Friday. I've already told my mentorship folks this, just to kind of give you an idea. I'm actually going fishing. Just full disclosure. Going fishing. It's warm. I'm taking the day off. So, nothing going on Friday. Hopefully, nothing crazy happens. But I will not be here Friday. So, just be charging the skills. So, I will be MIA on Friday. But nevertheless, there'll be our new segment for the entrepreneurship type videos will be coming out on Saturday, so be on the lookout for those. And time to go fishing. I know I'm missing Alaska as well, so man, I can't wait to get back to Alaska. You guys have no idea how awesome it is. If you've never been, you got to go. So with that, I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, if you learned something, if you're excited about the OTC, if you want to learn more, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell button and give this a good thumbs up for the awesome week that we've been having. Also, question of the day, what do you do when you have a good trade? How do you celebrate? I celebrate sometimes I have a nice cigar, a little bit of a drink, and just kind of chill out and just be like, you know what, today is a good day. But what do you guys do? I want to hear from you. Leave some comments below. Let me know. And that is it for me, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, I will see you all before the bell. And B. Smith is out. Have a good one.